Alien Surgeon's Seduction. Book 8 of the Warriors of the Lathar series. Written by Mina Carter. About Alien Surgeon's seduction. She was his the moment she stepped aboard. He'll fight everyone, even the Emperor himself, to keep her. Like most Lathar, first Healer Isan K'Vass didn't expect to ever find his mate. The genetic plague that had ravaged their race meant they had no females, and his tainted bloodline meant he would be last in line for one of the rare human females. Or it should. Until a human combat team boards the Veral'vias and he sees her. Flame-haired, curvy, dangerous, and all his if the secrets in his blood don't tear them apart first. Aliens should not be hot. At all. Not ever. Shannon Taylor had one thing on her mind when she boarded the alien vessel. Her mission. But no plan survives first contact with the enemy, and her rescue mission goes sideways quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof. Finding herself the prisoner of the Lathar, and one hot as Hades healer in particular, she needs to keep her wits about her if she's ever going to get herself the hell of this alien ship. However, the Lathar aren't as bad as she'd been told, and it's all she can do to remember that Isan, her sexy healer, is the enemy. Only he's not. He kisses like a dream, and they end up on the same side on a mission into dangerous territory to root out an enemy to both their people. But treachery lurks in the shadows, and when Shannon is betrayed, will her warrior reach her in time? Or is their happily ever after over before it could begin? Chapter 1. I'm sorry, I thought for a moment you'd said the humans planned to kidnap the Emperor? The sentence dropped into sudden silence. Isan looked up in surprise at the comment. Of all the things he'd expected to hear, it hadn't been that. I did. Sardon's face held no hint of amusement as he spoke to Danar, the Veral'vias' commander. Isan winced. Not only was the prisoner Sardon questioned his own mate, but an action like this would bring them to war with the humans. Danar chuckled. I take it they haven't realized he's no longer aboard then. Nope. Doesn't appear that way. They plan to board with at least 3 assault teams. Sardon moved to the console next to Isan's and pulled up an image of the interior of the Veral'vias to display in the middle of the bridge. All warriors turn from their stations to watch. AI predicts they'll breach at these points, 3 dots appeared on the outer hull, and make their way in toward the few locations the humans know about aboard. Isan watched as the dots moved to the interior of the ship and then split off to hit different locations, the bridge, the main hall, and the commander's quarters. They really were going to do this, even though it would cause a war they could not win. Your female was in the Emperor's...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?